This conference will now be recorded.
As we discussed yesterday, right, about the high-level introductions with respect to Cypress. Today, let's say we will try to move to the next steps, like the first part with respect to Cypress. So today we will discuss about the installation part as well as both that is in Windows as well as in the Mac OS, and after that we will try to run our first test using Cypress in our VS Code. Okay, so meanwhile, let me share my screen and just let me share the high level steps, what all things are required whenever we are kind of using, or let's say trying to use Cypress for the first time, guys. Okay, so let me share my screen. I hope everyone are able to view my screen, guys, right? So at high level, for the Cypress part, guys, please remember that yesterday I already mentioned that Cypress has a prerequisite of Node, right? So what we need is we need to make sure that the Node is installed into your machine. Okay. So for that, what we need to do is just try to understand these steps, guys. Okay. So this is the steps for Cypress. Okay, you will able to, I mean, once you follow these steps, after that you will be able to run any kind of test which is like using Cypress in JS. Okay, so these are the total, I would say, 5 steps which you need to follow. Once you follow these 5 steps, you will be able to run your, you can say, Cypress test cases. Okay, so just to give you clear understanding, guys, since I yesterday already mentioned that we will be using VS Code as a by default IDE, that is by default editor into our this thing, okay, into our practice part, guys. So first thing is, guys, download and install Node.js. So first of all, you can go to your command prompt, guys, if you are using Windows, okay. If you guys are using Mac, go to terminal. Okay, in terminal please try to see for node minus minus hyphen hyphen version. Okay, once you run this command, you will see that the node is already installed in my machine. Okay, but those who are, let's say, new to this thing, just go over the internet and just write node installation. Okay, download node whatever, right? So you will see the first link. Okay, so this is a link from where you can kind of install your node, this thing, guys. Okay, for Windows also you need to do the same activity. Once you do that, after that the installation will be done successfully, guys. Okay, if you are, that's what I mentioned, if you are using for Windows, just select Windows. And if you want to select for, let's say, normal this thing, okay, like you just need to download the exe file, so you can download the package manager also, guys. Okay, so once you are done with this node JS installation, you can see the guys, that the version which is upgraded is version 20.13. I might be using the older one, that is 18.16. Okay, so from here, uh, like you can just click on download this, and once you download, just do the initial setup by clicking next next next. And once you do that, you will be able to again, after running the this thing, after running the whole this thing, okay, once the installation is successful, just write this command, guys. Okay, node minus minus version hyphen hyphen version. This is applicable for both in Windows as well as in Mac, guys. Okay, even if you are using Windows, same setup, guys, nothing to worry. And in case of Windows also, same setup. Okay, so I'll copy a link and put it in our this thing. Okay, the first step is installations of Node.js, guys. Okay, once that is done, guys, you just need to verify using your command prompt or using your terminal. Okay, so once that is done, After that, you need to download VS Code, guys. Okay, so for that, install VS Code. Just write it down over the internet. You will be able to see the first link. Okay, this is available for Mac, Linux, Windows, whichever OS you are kind of looking for. You will be able to download that particular thing, guys. Okay, so once that is done, uh, for Windows, obviously you will be able to see the shortcut icon, like we have the shortcut icon for a lot of other applications. Similar way, you will be able to see the shortcut icon for VS Code as well, guys. Okay, and here you see that I just need to kind of search this, and I am able to see the this particular VS Code, guys. This is the actual VS Code right now, which is available in front of you, guys. Okay, so this screen which you will get whenever you are kind of installing, or let's say once the installation is successful for the VS Code, guys. Okay, how to work with VS Code, what all things we need to consider, that we will discuss. Don't worry on that part. But yes, this is how the VS Code will look like, and we will be able to, you can say, we will be obviously doing the whole practice and everything on this VS Code itself, guys. Okay, is it clear, everyone? So VS Code, I will share the link. You guys can kind of do this activity. So this is the second step, that is download and install the VS Code. Guys, again, one thing, please remember, the installation is same thing. Just click on Windows, a file will get downloaded. Obviously extract that and do next, 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 and choose the default setting. No need of any customization, nothing is required. And once that is done, you will be able to use the VS Code, guys. Okay, clear, everyone? Anybody has anything to ask, feel free to unmute and speak up, guys. So far, whatever we have spoken, anyone wants to add anything?
So because we need to download the source code, right, for the Node.js, not the pre-built binaries.
Correct, correct. So once you do that, download. That's correct. I have shared the link. I mean, I have copied the link for source code. That's correct,
Okay.
right? So once you do that, obviously you just need to verify using this thing. Uh,
CMD.
if you are a Windows user, you need to use CMD. Okay, like CMD. In your search section, you will write CMD. But for Mac user, you need to write terminal. Okay, and just make sure that the installation is done correctly or not. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. And let's say if you guys are comfortable in downloading via CMD command prompt, then that this is also fine, guys. That's not a problem. Okay. But for that, you need to have this many, you can say, third party application. For Mac, we have something called Brew. For if you want, you can just select Windows over here. Here we will get Brew is not available for this thing, guys. Windows. Okay, this chocolatey and FNM and Docker, these three are available for Windows. So you can select this, and accordingly you need to have this application first, guys. Okay, and then over there you need to write this command. Okay, this is also one way. I mean, no need to worry. You can kind of go to this pre-built installer, okay, and just click on download, right? If you are using Windows, just select Windows. Okay, and if your Windows is of x86 or x64, that depends on, you can just check in my computer property and click on this, guys. If you want the older version, that is also possible, guys. Okay, so obviously I will not suggest to go for older version. Please do the latest one, guys. Source code is basically those who want to kind of look into the coding code part, or let's say do some modification with the current version. So ideally the suggestion would be for you all guys is to kind of use this link to have the setup into your machine, guys. Okay, let me update the link. So first step and second steps, everyone are clear, right? Anyone has anything to ask? Okay, now the next step, guys. So one thing, once you are done with this activity, what we need to do, we need to kind of jump into VS Code. Okay, so I think I opened the VS Code, right? So you see that this is the VS Code. So usually you will not see it like this. You will see a blank this thing, guys, blank, right? Everything, you will not have this folder, but obviously I have created this folder. You will see something like you can create your own folder, okay, wherever you are kind of doing the practice, whether it is C drive, D drive, okay, you can select the location. And based on that, what you need to do, you need to kind of copy, or let's say I am doing the Cypress this thing over here. Okay, let's say I am trying to practice in this. Okay, under Cypress folder I will create one folder over here. Okay, and the name of the folder is Cypress May Practice. Guys, I'm just giving this name. Okay, obviously you can update as per your wish. So I have created this folder. Okay, so folder is created successfully. Now you don't need to do anything, you just need to open this folder via VS Code. Okay, so again you can go to VS Code. Okay, so just go to VS Code and just file, open folder is there, guys. Okay, open folder. So you can click on this Cypress and just click on me, sorry, open. Understood, everyone? So you have created the same thing you need to do in Windows also, guys. No need to, I mean, you can create your folder in C drive, D drive, wherever you want. Okay, and once you have created that folder, please open through VS Code. Okay, so the guys, VS Code and Node are kind of installed I have installed previously. So if you face any difficulties in installation part, feel free to ask your doubts, guys. Okay, now next step, guys. Once you are done with this, just refer the steps. The third step is create a new folder, which we did already, and open that folder using VS Code, which we did. Now it is saying that please open terminal and write this command. Okay, so this command is basically, once it will work, guys. Npm commands will start working only once you are done with the initial setup for your node, guys. So once node and everything is installed successfully, only then you will be able to use this command. So go to this terminal. This is a terminal. Click on new terminal, and this is how it will be showing, guys. This is how it will be showing. Okay, now in this terminal you just need to copy this command, npm minus I init. Okay, so now what this command will do, it will create the folder, it will create a file which is required for initially to initialize, or let's say create the dependencies, whatever is required from Cypress point of view, guys. Okay, this is a command. npm stands for node package manager. Init is initialize. I is a short form of init, initialization. Just click hit enter. So once you do that, you will see that one package.json file will be getting created. Okay, so it is saying whether you need to keep package name as this. So just say yes, yes, description yes, entry point index.js yes, test command you can ignore, git repository you can ignore. See, guys, whatever values it is asking right now, guys, this values will be pre-filled into your package.json. If you have any values, you can fill it over here, so that your package.json will be updated with those values. Okay, now what is test command, what is git repository, what is entry point, what is description, these are all the default value right now. Right now we are trying, kind of, we are not using any value. So it is taking the default value, and the same value is getting used into your package.json, and the same value we will be able to see right now. Okay, if you have any keywords, if you want to, just do that. Otherwise, if not, you will see that package.json created successfully with all the values as empty, guys. Okay, if you want, you can specify this value later on also, guys. Is it clear? Anybody has any doubt, any question so far? Okay, moving on, guys. Once the initial this thing is done, okay, so by doing this activity you will see that the package.json file is created, guys. Okay, now
Uh,
just to give you clear insight, go ahead please.
yes, I have a question. So, where we can see that what all packages it has downloaded after
No, right now it is
existing.
just a package.json file created. It didn't created anything with respect to Cypress actually.
Okay,
Okay,
okay, okay.
once we install Cypress and everything, this file will get updated automatically.
All right.
Right now we didn't do any installation with respect to Cypress. This is for npm, guys. Like now we will install, let's say, npm install iframe, npm install xpath, npm install mocha fsm report, right? All
Yeah.
this will be done with the help of npm command. Okay, now
Okay.
the next step what we are going to do is, let me clear this in terminal, guys. Please use clear command so that it will get clear. Now the first thing which we are going to download is Cypress, right? What is the command, guys? It is very simple: npm install cypress minus minus save minus dev. Okay, so this is a command, guys. Now here the question arises because some of you might be saying that, hey, I don't want to install Cypress latest version. I need to go with the old version. That is also possible, guys. Okay. While downloading, or let's say while creating, you just need to specify the version which you wanted to download, guys. Okay. So recently Cypress is has so if you want, you can go to their official website. Okay, and from there you can Cypress download. On that page it is clearly mentioned whichever version you want to kind of download, you are able to, guys. So this is the command which we are talking about. Okay, if you have something specific, let's say you want to download some specific version, that is also possible, guys. And one more thing, if you are not comfortable with downloading through this terminal section, if you want to download through some you can say third party, let's say brew, docker, all those things, guys, that is also possible. Okay, but I won't suggest those things because obviously this is the easiest way of creating Cypress, right? So why should I kind of I mean show the UI mode, or let's say, because this is the easiest way, guys. Okay, so you need to just run this command. Okay, once you are able to run this command, you will be seeing that we will have a lot of folders getting generated under our folder, that is Cypress practice. One thing please keep in mind, you might see some of the developer or some of the QA might use yarn. So don't get confused, guys. Yarn is also similar to what is npm. Okay, yarn is there, npm is there, pnpm is also there, guys. Okay, so all these three are actually doing the same activity. Okay, so let us go to terminal. Okay, so what was the command? Npm install cypress minus minus install cypress minus minus save minus minus dev. Now with this activity, guys, it will ask few things. Okay, so let us see that. Okay, it will take couple of seconds, a couple of minutes, sorry, because it is actually downloading the whole node underscore module folder, guys. Okay, and if you notice under node underscore module, it contains lot of folders, lot of like all these are part of your mocha, you can say this thing, mocha framework, chai framework, whatever framework you can think about from the Cypress point of view, all are getting downloaded under this node underscore module, guys. Is it clear, everyone? So this folder is like huge. It is not like 2 MB or 3 MB. It is almost like more than 10 MB, I would say, which contains all the required dependency what Cypress is required, guys. Is it clear, everyone? So this folder, once it is generated, it is not yet downloaded successfully, guys. It will take couple of minutes. So once you will see, there will be some final this thing. Okay, after that we will be able to run the Cypress, or let's say initialize the Cypress command. Okay, so let's wait for a couple of seconds.
How we can check whether the Cypress is installed or not using
Yeah,
command?
just wait for a couple of minutes. Okay, so it will take couple of this thing. Meanwhile, once this is done, you will see the this thing final message. It is downloaded successfully or not. Okay, so we'll wait till that time. We will discuss about the Cypress only. So the folder structures and everything will be under this folder only, guys. Node, sorry, Cypress may practice. Okay, everything will come under this. Okay, so I think, and the last command, guys, once the Cypress installation is done successfully, we need to check whether the installation is done or successfully or not. We just need to run the command, that is npx cypress open. Okay, or else we can use the command saying node module under sorry slash dot bin, because under node module we will see that we are having dot bin, and under that Cypress folder is there, right? And we just need to use that open. Okay, it will initialize the Cypress. Okay, now let me check whether Cypress installation is done or not. npx cypress open. Okay, so let me go to that terminal again, and it is asking me to please use minus minus include is equal to dev instead. Hmm, clear npx hmm, npm install cypress clear. Okay, so Cypress installation is done, guys. Okay, now let me open the terminal again, so to rectify you. uh, so let me open terminal. Now the guy, we need to use the first command, guys, to open the Cypress, right? Installation once it is done, correct? Because the folder structures and nothing has nothing got created, guys. Okay, so to have the folder structures and everything, what we need to do, we need to run command npx cypress open. Okay, so guys, this will be kind of little bit let's say time consuming. The reason is you will be seeing saying that you are opening the Cypress for the first time. Okay, so this is how it will load. Okay, so let us go through each one of them, guys. Okay, so here you see the Cypress may practice. This is a project name what I have given. Okay, here you will see the version. When you click on version, you will navigate to their official website. Okay, what is a change log, what is a change release, all those bug fixes, whatever has been done. Okay, then obviously you want, let's say, to degrade to lower version, that is also possible, guys. Okay, if some of the project, let's say, wants to work with the old this thing, that is also possible. Okay, next is, guys, you will see the documentation. If you want to kind of see the docs, such as best practice, write your first test, right? You will see the blogs, or let's say the content is already created, right? You just need to kind of click on that and check the respective content of those pages, guys. Okay, so this is like the documentations with respect to API, UI, and whatever Cypress configuration sections, guys. Okay, so we can navigate to the doc section, and this one is login, guys. Okay, now for login, guys, we need to create our personal Gmail or whatever email ID you are using. Please use that and create your account. Okay, and once you create that account, we will be able to use the dashboard. So login will come into picture when we will be talking about dashboard, how to use dashboard. Okay, now here what is the difference between E2E testing and component testing? Here it is already saying that if you want to know, please click on that. So guys, I initially mentioned, right, the Cypress was a tool which was initially built and developed purely for the developer, guys, right? So this is how the component testing is purely like the part of the developer section, wherein the developer are doing the component testing. Right now we will be purely focusing on E2E testing, guys. Okay, end-to-end testing. Okay, so for that, please click on E2E testing, because we are doing the initial setup and everything. Whatever practice we will be doing, guys, we will be doing with E2E testing. Okay, we will not be doing with component testing. Component testing is initially, like, usually for the developer who are kind of doing the unit testing. So just click on E2E testing. You will see that this many file, that is cypress.config.js, support e2e.js, command.js, example.json. Guys, this file, if you see each one of them, this file will be getting generated, getting created into your project. Okay, at the back you already see that Cypress folder is created, and this all file will be getting generated. Okay, so the only thing which you need to do is just click on continue button. Okay, once you click on continue button, you see that we are able to see this many browser. One more thing, guys, right now you are able to see this browser only because the respective browsers are installed into my this thing machine. Okay, so Chrome is there, Electron is obviously part of Chrome, and then Firefox is also there in my machine. So you need to kind of select whichever browser you are kind of looking to run your test case. And once you are done with that, please click on start E2E testing. Okay, so just click on start E2E testing. Okay, so once you do that, you see that we are able to see this section wherein whole project is kind of getting open into your this thing local host. Okay, so we have something called as version which is specified, then the browser, everything same thing, guys. On the left hand side we are able to see some more sections such as run, then we have debug, then we have setting, guys. Okay, now here if you see, guys, we are having something called scaffold example specs. Okay, so what Cypress is saying, Cypress is saying, let's say if you are not able to, I mean, initially what you need to do is you need to kind of create some uh, files, right? So if not, then what we need to do is we need to make sure that this scaffold example specs, we just need to click on that. Automatically under VS Code, guys, you will see that lot of reusable file will be getting generated. Okay, right now you can see that we are having download, we are having fixture, we are having support, and in support we are having command.js and e2e.js. Guys, JS is nothing but JavaScript. Okay, so these are the three folders. Under this we are having two files. Okay, now let me go to this section, and as soon as I click on scaffold, guys, okay, as soon as I click on scaffold, it will be loading your spec file, guys. Okay, so just click on scaffold. You will see that this many files are getting triggered. Okay, and these are just for practice purpose, guys. These are just for practice purpose. Okay, when I say practice purpose, like usually, like you want to kind of do some modification, try to understand what all things, right? How to do wait, how to viewport, how, what is viewport used for, how let's say querying is done, how network request, how navigation commands are working in Cypress, what is the use of locations, right? How Cypress APIs are working, right? So all this will be coming under this particular sample, this thing, scaffold API example, guys. So I would request everyone to please use this and click on OK, got it. So automatically you see that this many spec file got created just now, guys. So this got created where? Actually, this got created into your real project. Okay, where is your real project? Go to VS Code, just refresh this. Okay, now you go to your E2E. You see that getting started, correct? You see that to the advanced example. So this many file got generated successfully once you do the setup for scaffold example, guys. Anyone, any doubt, any questions till now? Unmute and speak up. Feel free to ask your doubts, guys.
So, is it mandatory to set up this scaffold?
No, that is not mandatory. I after some session I might delete this too.
Okay,
I
okay.
will delete it, yes. But for initially to understand the syntax, to understand the structure of program, I would request everyone to kind of use this scaffold example to have better clarity on syntax for how to create class and all those things, how to create JS file. So that's my suggestion to all of them to kind of do this initial setup. But once we are used to this, I might remove these two folders and create our actual folder where we will do all the practice.
Okay, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So guys, just to give you clear insight, Cypress is having this folder structure. That's it. Okay. You will see E2E, you will see fixture, you will see support. That's it. Okay.
So, is there any use of the files which is under download support in future?
Yes. Yes. Obviously. There are various things to be considered in our next coming session. So we will discuss about all this folder. But unlike other projects, you will not be kind of adding any other folders over here, right? This folders will remain fixed, guys. So one more thing, guys, when we are sharing the project, guys, usually people usually share the Cypress folder. They will not share node module, they will not share cypress config.js, all those things. Okay, so you need to kind of do the installations and everything again, guys. Okay, understood what I said? When someone is sharing the code right over the git or something, they usually share the cypress folder, guys. They will not share the node modules. Okay, please remember that. Okay, so whenever the code is given to you, so it is not like you will do the setup in your VS code and you are good to go. No, that is not the case. You need to kind of install the cypress again, and then you need to have the folder structure similar to what is present or what is shared by the other person. And after that you can kind of give a try for running the code, guys. Understood, everyone? So till here I hope everyone are clear. And guys, this section which you see in the terminal is due to the browser which is open, guys. Okay, if you close this browser, okay, you will see here it is saying that we detected that Chrome tab running Cypress, close unmac, we have failed the current spec and aborted the run again. Getting my point? So I have forcefully closed that terminal, basically. Understood, everyone? So now if I want to kind of do this activity again, just go to terminal again. Okay, click on new terminal and just write that command again. Okay, so now it will again open the Chrome browser. Okay, is it clear? Sorry, Cypress runner, my bad. Just click on E2E configured, just click on this thing. After that it will open the Chrome browser, and here you can see that at what time this file got created, all this will be getting updated. Okay, how is the latest run, how is the average duration, right? So this all details we are able to see, guys. Okay, now right now in our this thing project, by doing nothing we created actually 20 files, guys. Okay, because obviously 19 to 18 files are present in this and one file is present in this. Clear, everyone? Now whenever we are working in real time, guys, you have two things. One is either you create a file from your VS code, okay, and second option is you can create a spec file directly from here, guys. Okay, both ways are possible. So what we will do, we will kind of go to our VS Code, and here under our Cypress, under E2E, what we will do, we will create one folder, guys. Okay, but before moving ahead, guys, if you have anything to ask, let's say any queries in your mind, I would really appreciate, like if you got any queries, any questions, please feel free to unmute and speak up, because we are about to create like 2 or 3 test cases, wherein we will obviously have the JS code, guys, JavaScript code. Anyone?
So,
Yes, sir.
suppose I don't want to use what Cypress has created. I want to create my own project and folder structure. I don't want to go with Cypress. So, is there any way we can do it?
You mean to say this? See, E2E, fixture, support, and download. This four will remain. You can remove this download because download is not having major this thing, correct? You can change the, you can rename this. There is no issue. But when you try to update this, guys, please remember that there is lot of command which is written inside this file. Let me show you. uh, Command.js. Okay, sorry, my bad. uh, Here you need to update your this thing command. Let's say if you want to update your folder structure, not an issue, you can update that. But here in packaged log.json, there may be some modification, but you are not allowed to change this. Please remember, guys. Okay, obviously you are not this is read only file. You will not be able to modify this for your this particular configuration. But yes, at high level I would mention that fixture folder will be there for sure. E2E folder will be there. Remaining all you can modify, you can delete if not required, guys. That's again completely on you.
So, suppose I don't want E2E. I want something
You
like
can
my
rename
company name hyphen
your
project
project name.
end to end.
Yeah, that is possible. That is possible. You can update the project name. That's not a worry. E2E basically like end-to-end test. That's it. That's the reason they have created. Otherwise, you can update as per your project name, your whatever folder your naming convention is followed into your project. You can use that. That's not a problem.
And I can also remove this one getting started to advanced examples. I don't want that, so I
Yes.
can remove it.
Yeah. So I mentioned, right. What I can do is I can right away. You can, if required, I can do right away. Right click and delete this. That's not a problem. Okay. So under E2E, what I'm doing is I'm about to create one folder actually. Okay. So before that, if anybody is having doubt, please highlight it. Yes, I think someone was asking one more question. You can unmute and speak up.
Yeah, I was asking. Now it is clear.
Okay.
Yeah.
Guys, other than this folder, there are some other folders which are getting generated during runtime. Okay, when we run some of the test cases, it may happen that screenshot folder, video folder, those folders might get generated into this. Okay, so when we are working in real time, what we need to do is we need to use git ignore this thing file, wherein you need to mention the extension. Okay, and automatically those you can say will be getting ignored, guys.
So, what is the purpose of fixtures and support folder?
What is the purpose of
Fixture and support folder.
support and fixture? Okay, fixture is basically used for you can say reading the data from external file, such as let's say if you want to read the data from JSON, CSV, correct? So what you need to do is like all the all the JSON you need to have all the values we need to have it into your in the form of JSON under this particular file. So a kind of test data, basically whatever data we will be using for testing, right? You can have it in this folder. Okay, it can be in JSON format, it can be in .csv format, right? And automatically you need to write one command in Cypress that is called as cy.fixture. Okay, so automatically whatever we have written in the fixture will get loaded. Okay, that's the purpose of fixture folder. Fixture is purely responsible for getting the values from, like getting the test data which will be using which we will be using in real time for our testing. This fixture folder we cannot rename, guys, please remember, because Cypress has created, like Cypress has its own command which we are going to discuss after some time, that cy.fixture, right? And if you try to update this, you can have your own command, but those command need to be updated in command.js. Okay, so here I'll explain you how you can create your own command. Let's say drag and drop. Let's say, see, this is a command Cypress dot command dot add. So what is the command name, guys? Command name is add. And what is the purpose of this add? That operation you need to write over here. Okay, I'll explain you how to do that, how to use functions, how to write this arrow functions, all those things, guys. Okay, but right now obviously when we talk about those customized command, at that time we will speak about this command.js. Okay, even in e2e.js also, whatever we write, we need to import it over here, guys. Let's say we are using Mocha as some report. Let's say we are using some other third party XPath related plugins. So all this we need to write here, guys. Import those values. Okay. So right now we are kind of following this file which is present over here. That's it. Okay, inside this file you see that everything is commented right now, but later on obviously we will go through some of the third party plugins and third party downloads, right? Okay, moving on E2E, guys. Under E2E,
So, like you said, when you check in the code in the repository, so you will not uh, put node underscore modules, but rest of the folder will go into the Git repository.
yes, except node underscore module, everything will be getting uploaded.
So, including package.json and package
Yes,
and
yes, everything,
this one.
everything, all
And
three except this, all this as well.
can you also tell what is the purpose of Cypress config.js?
Cypress config.js, yes. So I'll explain you with example. Let me go to this thing. Um, so when we are using Cypress XPath, right? So this all, like if you have heard about in Selenium, we are having MVN repository, guys. Okay,
Yours is
we are
just
having something called Maven
I'm
repository,
working on this.
where we try to search and
No,
have
guys.
the dependency.
Please,
Okay.
please, please. Then I will get the stick.
Okay.
You work on you. First learn ABCD. You're not learning that. How you will work on this?
Sir, can you be on mute, please, if you don't mind? Okay. So I think I was talking about Cypress XPath. Just a second. Okay. So Cypress XPath. Okay. So here you see that this is a command for installing, right? So when you do this installation, guys, what happens? You try to install the Cypress XPath, but after that, what happens? Your cypress.config.js file is there, right? This file gets updated with whatever third party plugins you are downloading, guys. Okay, so now as soon as if you keep on downloading, right, you see that Cypress is having a version as 13.9.0, correct? So same is the case with this. If you are trying to use Mocha have some report, if you are trying to use Cypress XPath, if you are trying to use iframe, right? All these dependencies will go under this, guys. Okay, we need to update this particular file. Only then you will be able to use the Cypress command, guys. Okay, so this file and this file, this both files are related to the installations of any. Let me show you one more example so that it is clear. In Cypress we are having something called as Mocha Evsum report, guys. Okay, so Mocha Evsum, when you go to that their official website, you see that we need to run this command, guys. You need to run this command: npm install minus minus save minus dev mocha epsum. Once you do that, you will be able to see the report something like this, guys. Okay, this is how the reports looks like. Okay, but prior to that, obviously your package.json file, your cypress.config.js file, we need to update, guys. Okay, that's the reason all the steps are mentioned over here. We will obviously talk about this later on. But yes, at high level I would say whenever we are kind of using third party plugin or anything, right, at that time your cypress.config.js and even your cypress package.json, all this will be getting updated, guys. Okay, even
So
if you want to have some customized command, right, that also we can write it over here. Let's say you don't want to run your test case with the command what Cypress is providing, correct? You can mention the command what you want and what will be the purpose of that command. So the customized command is also possible through this test section. Yes, go ahead please.
yeah, so you mean to say that we have to explicitly install that particular the third party file, and also we have to mention that file here
Got it.
in the package.json.
Mentioning and everything will be done automatically. Once we install, automatically this file will get updated with the respective dependency.
Okay, okay, okay. Yeah,
Okay,
thanks. Yeah.
yeah. Okay, so guys, moving on, we will create one quick folder over here. So just hover your mouse, guys. This is responsible for creating new file, new folder. So I have created one new folder, Cypress practice. Okay, so this is the folder name. So just hit enter. Okay, and inside this I'm creating one new file, guys. Okay, just click on this new file, my test, my test. Please remember, guys, all the Cypress folder, this thing will be .cy.js. Please remember that cy for Cypress, js for JavaScript. Okay, one more thing, this is one way. So once you do that, you just see over here, guys, automatically this got updated. Third folder got updated and you are able to see this, right? My test.cy.js, and this we have created, guys. Getting my point? And if you want to create from this, that you can create, guys. Create new specs. What name you want to do, please mention the name, my test one, where you want to create, right? So you need to specify that also, right? So I think we created a folder, cypress practice, cypress practice, correct? So here you see that it is creating by default structure also, guys. Okay, what is this by default structure? The default structure which we are using into our day-to-day basis for running the Cypress test cases. Okay, what is describe, what is it, we will discuss in detail. So describe and it block are nothing but those are the part of your Mocha library, guys. In Cypress we are having default library which is Mocha library. So once you do this, just click on OK, run it. So it will run this test case also. So it will just go to cypress.io. I think test.cypress.io, something was there, right? So it has created this file. It is actually running the test case, guys. Okay. So this is the actual website, guys. This is the actual website which has been provided by Cypress for practice purpose. Getting my point? Clear everyone? So we have one command called as visit, which is part of your Cypress test case here, and we are navigating to this. Okay, so now describe and it are nothing but your Cypress command. Cypress, because you can consider like describe is having multiple it block. Okay, so just to give you clear insight, guys, describe is a keyword which is part of your Mocha library, Mocha framework. This is the name of the test suite because you can consider, let's say, describe as a test suite. Describe as test suite. Under test suite, what we will have, guys? Under test suite, we will have test cases. Okay, so you can consider it block as a test case. Okay, so you can have multiple describe block, guys. You can have multiple describe blocks. Okay, you can have multiple describe blocks. Okay, and each describe blocks, guys, please remember, can have multiple it blocks. Each describe block can have multiple it block. Okay, so if I copy this, I can paste it over here, no worries, I can paste it over here. Okay, this is template spec 1, this is 2, this is 3, and this is navigating to, let's say, uh, pass 1, pass 2, pass 1, pass 3. Okay, so I have created 3 describe and 3 it blocks, so save it. Automatically you see that all 3 are getting passed, guys. Understood everyone? Is it clear? Anybody has any confusion about describe and it block? Okay, moving on, guys. Here we have something called as arrow function, which we usually called as arrow function. Okay, so in Cypress, if you don't want to use this, okay, in Cypress we are having a provision of using function keyword. Just write function and this way. Okay, even this is correct, guys. Remove this, not required. This is the correct way. Function and 2 round bracket. If you write like this or have this, both are having the same meaning. Okay, either you can use the function keyword or else you can use the arrow, sorry, round bracket and arrow. Okay, round bracket and arrow, we usually call this as callback function. We usually call this as callback function, but let's say if you don't want to use, no worries, just use function and round bracket, guys. Clear everyone? Any doubt, any questions? Okay, now one more thing, I said, right, you can have multiple it blocks, right? So you can copy paste. So total how many it blocks I have created? Total 4 it blocks, guys. Okay, if you save it, you see that all are getting passed, guys. There is no issue with failure. Okay, clear everyone? So let me copy this and mm, just a second, guys. Let me go to Google Chrome. Can anybody tell me what is the title of this page? What is the title, guys?
Kitchen sink.
The title is cypress.io colon kitchen sink, right? I mean, the whole thing is title, right, for us?
Right, right.
Yeah.
Correct. So what we need to do, we need to go to our VS code. We'll update the code over here. cy dot title. Okay, so if you want to kind of understand cy dot what is the title of that page, just you can use cy dot title dot should is a assertion in Cypress. I'll explain you what is should. Then we have one Cypress assertion saying eq. Eq is a keyword, stands for equal. And over here you can, I'm writing some dummy value right now, obviously it will get fail. Okay, now I'm saving this. Okay, now I am saving this. So let me go to Cypress. Everybody can see this because Cypress is saying that you are trying to check the title of the page, and the title of page you have said that hey it is CYOPRS, which is not the case. The actual title is Cypress.io kitchen sink, correct? So it is saying that the assertions are not correct. Okay, so go copy this and put it over here. Now save this and now try to run. You see that everything is getting passed. Clear everyone? So this is just one sample assertions what we are talking about. But in Cypress we are having lot of chai assertions, mocha. So let me show you that list also. So this is their official website. I mean Cypress official website. So chai is a like kind of framework BDD assertions. So guys, these are all the command guys. Okay, this is the whole table. Okay, similar to this, we are having the Mocha assertions also. Okay, both are supported by Cypress. We are able to use Mocha assertions also, guys. Clear everyone? Both are part of Cypress framework only, and we are able to use both the assertions, guys. Okay. So guys, if you want to run again and again, you can kind of click on this. It will reiterate through this. Okay. And here you can see if you want to go to specific cy.js file, go to that, click on that. Automatically it will run that particular test case. Okay. Again, you can go to the specs. You can check whether you want to run windows.cy. Please go to that. It will run that command. It will run that particular test case, guys. And one more thing, all these are containing the code, guys. Okay, it is like obviously all these are containing the code. Okay, it's not like they are empty, they are containing the code. Okay, like basic code. I won't say that it's a kind of complex code. The basic code, all these files are having the basic code. Clear everyone? So my request to everyone, guys, till here, I would request everyone to do the setup part. Okay, do this activity, and we will be talking about the high-level command and everything because I have not showcased the command to use whenever we are working with Cypress. Mostly, we are using the Cypress this mode to kind of run the test cases and everything, but in real we are kind of running the test case through the terminal section, guys. Okay, because every time we are not kind of referring to the UI mode. Okay, so we'll talk about that in the next session. So just to give you overview, I think we started with the Cypress download installation part, right? We did the installation, then we created a folder and we ran the commands such as cypress npm-i init, and then we have initialized the Cypress, right? So after that we have spoken about few two tests actually, and both are like dummy test, right? Which is my test cy.js, which is empty, which we have not created anything, and this we have kind of generated, and spoke about what is describe, what is it, how to write like callback function, how to write function, and how to run the test case via Cypress runner. Guys, this is called a Cypress runner. Okay, whenever like if someone asks you, hey, do you have this thing Cypress runner, so this is actually the Cypress runner. Okay, if you close this, one more is open. If you close this, you will see that, one second, let me close it, guys. Yeah, so if you close this, you see that it is kind of closed, all the section is closed, right? Now again you need to kind of open the Cypress runner using this command npx cypress open. This is a command for opening the Cypress runner. Okay, so yeah, I think that's it for today. We'll continue uh, from here in the next session, guys. Meanwhile, anybody got any doubt, query, questions?